Every so often, a machine comes along that challenges what we think we know about adventure riding. A bike that makes seasoned travelers reimagine the journey and new riders believe they can go anywhere. It is not about speed or size, but balance. How power, comfort, and endurance find common ground on two wheels. The adventure segment keeps evolving, and the question is always the same. How do you capture that spirit of exploration in a package that feels both accessible and authentic? This story is about one manufacturer's latest attempt to answer that question with precision and restraint. A motorcycle that aims to open the trail to everyone, not just the elite few. Stay with me as we dive into the details, the design, and the philosophy behind a machine that could quietly reshape what entry-level adventure means. If you enjoy deep dives into engineering, design, and real-world impact, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and comment on what model we should explore next. The Suzuki V-Strom 250-2025 enters the stage with an ambition far larger than its displacement suggests. It wants to redefine what an adventure bike can be for riders at the beginning of their journey. In a world where adventure motorcycles often push into intimidating sizes and prices, Suzuki has chosen to go small but meaningful. The V-Strom 250-2025 takes lessons learned from its larger siblings and distills them into a form that welcomes anyone willing to leave the pavement behind. It represents an evolution of the V-Strom philosophy, built on reliability, practicality, and long-distance comfort. Rather than chasing numbers, Suzuki's focus here is on usability and endurance. It is a lesson in restraint. When Suzuki first introduced the V-Strom line years ago, it was about creating a go-anywhere motorcycle without the bulk of a hardcore off-roader. That DNA carries forward, but the 2025 edition of the V-Strom 250 refines it with the sensibilities of modern riders who want lighter weight, digital integration, and low running costs. It sits at the intersection of familiarity and innovation. Everything feels purpose-built for a specific kind of freedom. Suzuki's engineers have spent years understanding how the entry-level adventure market behaves, and the 2025 V-Strom 250 feels like their most calculated response yet. The frame geometry is tuned to inspire confidence on both dirt and asphalt, with suspension travel optimized for versatility rather than extremes. The riding position is upright and neutral, built for long hours without strain. The seat height remains manageable, ensuring approachability for riders of all sizes. Every line and panel on the bike has a deliberate flow that echoes the larger V-Strom 810/50 but trimmed to scale. The visual language is consistent but the proportions are friendlier. Aerodynamic shaping around the fairing reduces fatigue at highway speeds, while still maintaining an adventure-ready silhouette. Beneath the bodywork, the Suzuki V-Strom 250-2025 is powered by a revised 248 cubic centimeters parallel twin engine. While the displacement figure might not excite power-hungry enthusiasts, it's the character that matters here. The motor delivers a broad, linear torque curve designed to pull steadily through mid-range revs, where real-world riding happens. Suzuki engineers have refined the fuel injection mapping to make throttle response smooth even in low-speed, technical terrain. That means fewer stalls and a more predictable ride, especially for those learning to manage traction on gravel or uneven surfaces. What sets this bike apart isn't raw horsepower, but its composure. It stays calm under pressure, never feeling frantic or underpowered. The new 6-speed transmission features revised ratios for both relaxed cruising and responsive acceleration. The clutch action is light, thanks to Suzuki's assist and slipper system, reducing fatigue in traffic and improving control on descents. With a focus on real usability, Suzuki also paid attention to fuel economy. The 2025 V-Strom 250 achieves remarkable range figures, stretching well beyond what most commuters expect from a small twin. It positions itself as an ideal companion for long weekends, capable of covering hundreds of miles without constant refueling stops. The chassis complements that endurance mindset. The steel frame is built to handle luggage, a passenger, and the occasional rough road without flexing or fatigue. Suspension components, though not exotic, are tuned for comfort and reliability. Telescopic front forks and a preload adjustable rear shock strike a balance between everyday practicality and light off-road performance. Braking is handled by disc systems front and rear, supported by dual-channel ABS calibrated for mixed surfaces. It's the kind of setup that encourages confidence rather than demanding skill. Riders can venture onto gravel or forest service roads, knowing that the bike's responses will remain predictable. Suzuki's approach to electronics on the 2025 V-Strom 250 reflects the same philosophy. There's no overload of rider aids, but what's present is well considered. A modern LCD display brings clear visibility of gear position, fuel range, and trip data. Optional smartphone connectivity allows for navigation and ride tracking without overwhelming the dashboard. The inclusion of traction control on a 250 cubic centimeters platform signals Suzuki's recognition that safety and approachability can coexist without compromising authenticity. The lighting is all LED, improving visibility and modernizing the overall presentation. At its core, the 2025 Suzuki V-Strom 250 is not trying to be something it's not. It doesn't chase the aggressive styling or extreme off-road capability that dominate higher-end adventure bikes. Instead, it embraces its identity as a machine for the thoughtful explorer. Someone who values reliability, comfort, and freedom over raw specification bragging rights. That focus gives it a unique charm. It's a return to the roots of motorcycling, where the goal isn't to impress but to experience. For Suzuki, this approach could be crucial. The adventure market is crowded with overpowered options, and riders are beginning to appreciate the appeal of simplicity again. The V-Strom 250-2025 stands as a reminder that adventure isn't defined by cubic centimeters, but by the distance between where you are and where you want to go. Suzuki has always been known for building motorcycles that just work. Not flashy, not fragile, but honest. This model captures that spirit completely. Every element seems engineered with a rider-first mindset. Ease of maintenance, accessible performance, balanced ergonomics, and a cost that makes adventure realistic, not aspirational. The 2025 V-Strom 250's true genius lies in its restraint. It's Suzuki acknowledging that not every rider wants to manage a towering seat height or 100 horsepower on loose gravel. Some just want to ride further, see more, and feel capable doing it. By taking that need seriously, Suzuki has created a bike that could become the default choice for practical adventurers worldwide. The first impression many riders will have when they see the Suzuki V-Strom 250-2025 is one of familiarity. It looks like part of the V-Strom family, scaled down but not simplified. The second impression will come once they ride it, realizing that this smaller package carries much of the same stability and refinement as its bigger siblings. This machine doesn't scream for attention. It earns respect quietly, through thoughtful design and consistent performance. It may not top any horsepower charts, but it will likely top reliability surveys. For Suzuki, that's a powerful statement. For riders, it's an open invitation. The Suzuki V-Strom 250-2025 is more than a smaller engine version of its predecessors. It is a reflection of Suzuki's evolving understanding of modern adventure riders. Over the years, the adventure category has split into two groups. The high-performance machines that dominate showrooms with complex electronics and large displacements, and the accessible, commuter-based models that borrow the adventure name without embodying its spirit. The V-Strom 250-2025 aims to bridge that gap with careful precision. It brings genuine touring ability and light off-road confidence into a package that stays realistic for everyday riders. That balance has been difficult for many brands to achieve, but Suzuki's experience in building dependable touring bikes gives it an advantage. The engine in the Suzuki V-Strom 250-2025 is not new in architecture, but it has been thoroughly refined for this generation. The parallel twin configuration remains a cornerstone of Suzuki's small displacement strategy, chosen for its balance between smoothness and efficiency. Engineers have worked on internal friction reduction, lighter pistons, and optimized combustion to extract every ounce of usable power while keeping emissions low. The result is a character that feels alive without being intimidating. Riders familiar with earlier versions will notice smoother throttle transitions, less vibration at highway speeds, and a slightly stronger mid-range pull that makes overtakes less stressful. It is a motor designed to encourage momentum rather than chase red lines. In the real world, that matters more than spec sheet horsepower. The chassis of the Suzuki V-Strom 250-2025 builds upon lessons learned from previous models but moves toward a more balanced, versatile feel. The steel frame maintains its durability and affordability while gaining subtle reinforcements in key stress zones. The subframe has been strengthened to better support luggage racks and top boxes, acknowledging that owners will likely travel two-up or carry gear for long weekends. The swing arm geometry has been adjusted for stability under load, keeping the rear suspension composed even with extra weight. Combined with updated suspension tuning, the result is a ride that feels planted on highways and supple over rougher terrain. Suzuki's engineers appear to have aimed for comfort first, handling second, and outright sportiness third. That prioritization might seem conservative, but for the V-Strom's mission, it makes sense. The braking setup on the Suzuki V-Strom 250-2025 mirrors its balanced philosophy. The dual-channel ABS system has been recalibrated for mixed surface riding, reducing the likelihood of early intervention on gravel or wet roads. The front brake delivers steady, predictable bite without feeling abrupt, while the rear allows gentle modulation for fine control during low-speed maneuvers. This tuning reflects Suzuki's understanding of the target rider. Someone who might be exploring unpaved roads for the first time and values confidence over aggression. Paired with lightweight wheels and dual-purpose tires, the braking system completes a package focused on composure. Suzuki also invested effort into rider ergonomics. The 2025 V-Strom 250's cockpit is one of its strongest points. The handlebar width and rise are set to provide natural leverage for both seated and standing positions, making it easy to shift body weight during slow off-road sections. The seat is redesigned with improved foam density, supporting longer rides without fatigue. Small touches, like adjustable levers and vibration isolation in the foot pegs, reveal how deeply Suzuki studied feedback from earlier V-Strom owners. The windscreen, though compact, has been shaped through wind tunnel testing to reduce buffeting at mid-range speeds. For taller riders, optional taller screens are available, reflecting Suzuki's practical accessory strategy. One of the less discussed but important features of the Suzuki V-Strom 250-2025 is its electronic suite. While it does not attempt to match the sophistication of high-end machines, its simplicity is precisely what makes it effective. The LCD dash is crisp and informative, showing gear position, fuel range, and service reminders in an easy-to-read format. Riders can connect their smartphones via Bluetooth to access turn-by-turn navigation and trip logs. USB-C charging ports come standard, a welcome touch for long-distance travelers relying on navigation apps or heated gear. The inclusion of basic traction control might raise eyebrows in this segment, but it works discreetly, only stepping in when the rider encounters unexpected loss of grip. It is less about technology for its own sake and more about peace of mind. Suzuki has always had a reputation for building machines that last, and the V-Strom 250-2025 carries that torch forward. Service intervals are generous. Components are built to endure everyday abuse, and the mechanical layout is designed for easy maintenance. Oil filter access, chain adjustment, and air filter replacement can all be handled with basic tools, making it ideal for owners who prefer to maintain their bikes themselves. That level of practicality extends to the price point as well. Suzuki's decision to keep costs competitive ensures the V-Strom 250-2025 remains accessible without feeling stripped down. When factoring in insurance and maintenance, it represents one of the most cost-effective entries into the adventure segment. Beyond the hardware, the philosophy behind the Suzuki V-Strom 250-2025 is what makes it intriguing. It's a bike that doesn't rely on marketing spectacle. Instead, it lets functionality tell the story. Every element is grounded in real-world experience, from the choice of wheel sizes to the range-focused fuel tank. Suzuki's approach to adventure is rooted in pragmatism. Rather than pushing boundaries for the sake of headlines, they create tools for exploration that riders can actually afford, use, and trust. The 2025 edition exemplifies that quiet confidence. It's not trying to impress through power figures or radical styling. It's trying to endure mile after mile. In the broader context of Suzuki's lineup, the V-Strom 250-2025 plays a critical role. It serves as both a stepping stone and a standalone solution. For newer riders, it's the entry point into the brand's adventure world, providing a platform to build skills and confidence. For experienced owners, it's a secondary bike that excels in versatility and low running costs. That dual purpose gives it a wide appeal across demographics. Commuters will appreciate its efficiency. Travelers will appreciate its range. Learners will appreciate its predictability. Suzuki's ability to satisfy such varied audiences within one model underscores the careful calibration behind its design. On the road, the Suzuki V-Strom 250-2025 feels composed and mature beyond its size. The parallel twin engine hums with a refined smoothness, delivering enough torque to maintain steady highway speeds without strain. Its gearing allows for comfortable cruising while keeping vibration low through the bars and pegs. The Suzuki V-Strom 250-2025 reveals its character most clearly when it leaves the smooth highway and ventures onto broken ground. Here, its balance between road comfort and trail readiness becomes its signature trait. The suspension soaks up imperfections without the harsh rebound that plagues many small-displacement adventure bikes. The upright ergonomics allow riders to transition easily between seated and standing positions, maintaining control across gravel or dirt. It is not a motorcycle that demands aggression. Instead, it rewards patience, letting riders feel the surface rather than fight it. Suzuki seems to have built this bike for explorers who prefer endurance over spectacle. The parallel twin engine of the Suzuki V-Strom 250-2025 continues to impress under variable conditions. On long climbs or during heavy loads, the motor's consistent torque delivery maintains confidence. It never feels underpowered at typical adventure speeds, yet it sips fuel like a commuter. This duality, touring endurance and everyday efficiency, is where Suzuki's design maturity shows. The gearbox ratios feel well-matched to real-world riding, allowing the bike to stay composed even when pushed. At slower speeds on technical terrain, the fueling remains smooth and predictable, avoiding the jerky response that often frustrates new riders. Suzuki's engineering restraint is deliberate. It focuses on usability, not theatrics. On pavement, the Suzuki V-Strom 250-2025 behaves with the calm confidence of a much larger motorcycle. The chassis geometry provides stable cornering while maintaining light steering inputs. This means riders can carve through twisty roads without feeling overwhelmed by size or weight. The feedback through the bars is communicative but never twitchy, and the tires offer a broad contact patch that encourages steady lean angles. It's an enjoyable partner for mountain roads or coastal routes, turning long rides into effortless journeys. Suzuki's focus on ergonomics pays off here. Fatigue sets in slowly, and the upright posture keeps both rider and passenger comfortable over extended distances. Where the Suzuki V-Strom 250-2025 truly distinguishes itself is in its consistency of feel across environments. It's rare to find a motorcycle in this class that feels equally composed on the freeway, a city commute, and a gravel track. Many competitors excel in one area at the expense of another. Suzuki avoids that trade-off through moderation. Everything about the V-Strom 250 feels tuned to a single principle: adaptability. It may not dominate in any one category, but it performs admirably in all of them. That versatility makes it a reliable companion for the unpredictable nature of adventure riding, where every journey involves a mix of conditions. The bike's lightweight frame contributes not only to agility but also to rider confidence when maneuvering in tight spaces. Parking lots, fuel stops, and low-speed corners are handled with ease, allowing riders to focus on the experience rather than the mechanics of balance. Suzuki's decision to maintain a manageable seat height ensures accessibility for a wide range of riders, making it inclusive in a segment often dominated by taller, heavier machines. It also opens the door for more diverse riders to join the adventure community, a shift that could have lasting cultural impact. In terms of design language, the Suzuki V-Strom 250-2025 blends practicality with the aesthetic cues of its larger siblings. The beak-style front fairing, side panels, and compact windscreen establish clear family identity, yet the proportions are carefully scaled for the smaller engine. The bike looks purposeful rather than aggressive. Every line serves aerodynamic or ergonomic function. LED lighting provides clarity at night while conserving power, and subtle detailing, such as textured tank panels and contoured seat stitching, convey refinement uncommon at this price point. The finish quality reinforces Suzuki's message: entry-level does not have to mean basic. Rider experience extends beyond mechanics. It's about how the machine makes you feel mile after mile. On that front, the Suzuki V-Strom 250-2025 succeeds through simplicity. The engine hums at a steady rhythm that encourages long journeys without fatigue. The wind protection, though modest, minimizes buffeting enough to maintain focus on the scenery ahead. The fuel range, often exceeding what many mid-size bikes achieve, transforms planning into freedom. Riders can explore more and worry less about logistics. This is the kind of reliability that builds brand loyalty over years, not just seasons. Suzuki knows that once a rider bonds with a dependable motorcycle, that trust lasts across generations. One of the understated strengths of the Suzuki V-Strom 250-2025 is its affordability, not just in purchase price but in ownership. The simplicity of the mechanical design keeps servicing costs low, and parts availability remains one of Suzuki's enduring advantages. Oil changes, chain maintenance, and basic inspections are all straightforward, reducing downtime and expenses. This low barrier to upkeep aligns perfectly with the adventure ethos. Ride more, spend less. It also reinforces the brand's appeal to pragmatic riders who value durability over novelty. In a sense, the V-Strom 250 is not only a motorcycle but a financial strategy for freedom. The 2025 model year also hints at Suzuki's broader direction for the future. By refining small displacement adventure engineering, the company positions itself to capture new markets in regions where large bikes remain impractical. The V-Strom 250 serves as both a global product and a symbolic statement. Adventure should be accessible everywhere. This inclusive approach may redefine what success looks like in the adventure segment, shifting focus from horsepower races to usability and endurance. It's a bet that could reshape how manufacturers design entry-level machines over the next decade. In motion, the Suzuki V-Strom 250-2025 feels more mature than its price suggests. The sound of the twin-cylinder engine remains composed even under load, the clutch engages predictably, and the gearbox clicks through ratios with precision. The suspension glides over minor imperfections without protest, and the brakes respond with measured confidence. Every control input feels natural, as though the bike understands the rider's intent. That harmony between human and machine is difficult to quantify but instantly recognizable when experienced. It's what separates a functional motorcycle from a genuinely enjoyable one. For many, the Suzuki V-Strom 250-2025 will represent a new entry point into adventure motorcycling. For others, it may serve as a reliable companion for everyday use. The Suzuki V-Strom 250-2025 closes its story with quiet confidence. After examining every aspect of this machine, from its compact twin engine to its long-range practicality, it becomes clear that Suzuki has built something intentional. This is not a motorcycle meant to chase trends or compete through spectacle. It is designed for real riders who understand that freedom on two wheels is measured in miles, not marketing. The V-Strom 250-2025 succeeds because it remembers what adventure truly means: discovery at your own pace. In an era where many motorcycles grow more complex and expensive, the Suzuki V-Strom 250-2025 reminds us that simplicity can be powerful. Its appeal lies not in pushing boundaries, but in removing barriers. With approachable ergonomics, manageable weight, and efficient engineering, it welcomes new riders into the world of exploration without compromise. For seasoned motorcyclists, it offers the serenity of a machine that just works, every start, every turn, every mile. Suzuki's decision to refine rather than reinvent proves that evolution can sometimes speak louder than revolution. The broader impact of the Suzuki V-Strom 250-2025 reaches beyond individual ownership. It signals a cultural shift toward accessible adventure, encouraging more people to take part in motorcycling's most liberating genre. It also challenges other manufacturers to rethink what defines an entry-level machine. If adventure riding is truly about freedom, then affordability and practicality are essential components. Suzuki has understood that truth for decades, and the V-Strom 250-2025 continues that legacy. It may be small in displacement, but its purpose is vast. For anyone who has ever looked at distant mountains, coastal roads, or winding forest trails and thought, maybe someday, this motorcycle exists to turn that thought into action. It lowers the threshold between dreaming and doing. That's the real triumph of the Suzuki V-Strom 250-2025. It transforms aspiration into motion. In doing so, it doesn't just redefine a category. It redefines what adventure means for the next generation of riders. Thank you for taking this deep dive into the story behind the Suzuki V-Strom 250-2025. If you enjoyed exploring this journey and want to see more in-depth looks at motorcycles that shape how we ride, make sure to like the video, subscribe for future features, and share your thoughts in the comments about which model should be next on the list. The road is always waiting. It just needs someone ready to follow it.